All right, second graders, we are going to start diving into the standard addition algorithm and practicing adding those higher numbers the vertical way, which we've done in the past, but now we're just going to be dealing with larger numbers, okay? But we're going to be using manipulatives, at least I will, but I know that you can draw them out kind of using the same thing. So we all remember these awesome place value chips. The red always stands for the ones. Green always stands for the tens. And then of course we have the hundreds, which are blue. Okay, so I am not going to actually physically put them on here, but I'm going to use red, green, and blue markers, okay? So here I set up my place value chart, okay? There's your hundreds place, your tens place, and your ones. Okay, and then you're first going to set up your problem the vertical way. So if I have 364, and I'm gonna add 326, when you set it up vertically, okay, you have to make sure the ones are in line with each other, the tens and the hundreds, okay, so we don't get mixed up. So I take my 364, and I'm gonna put that 326, I'm gonna line it up just beneath one another. So I'm gonna make sure that the ones are together, the tens and the hundreds are together. So it's gonna be 326. So I know that here's my ones, my tens column, and my hundreds column. And since we're adding, make sure to put our sign down so you know what you're doing. Okay, so you start off with, I'm going to use my place value discs and I'm going to write out 364. So how many hundreds do I have? I have 300, so I have 1, 2, 3, okay? How many tens? I have 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 4 reds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 364. Now since we're adding, we're not going to be taking anything away. We're just going to put that 326 underneath. Okay, so I would put how many hundreds? 3. 3 more hundreds at the bottom. I'd put 2 more tens, and I would put 6 ones. Now, we've been doing like the arrow way and trying to use mental math, and typically we've always been focused on adding the hundreds first, okay, or moving the hundreds around, subtracting them. But when we do the standard algorithm, we always start with the ones, and you guys totally know that because you've practiced that a lot. So we always start with the ones. Now we have to remember that if we have 10 of something in a column, we can exchange it for the next place value. So if I'm starting with my ones, I have 4 ones up here, and I have 6 ones down here. Well, I know that 4 plus 6 is 10. Oh, well that means I can exchange those 4 ones, and I'm gonna circle it in green because I can exchange the 10 ones for a place value of 10. So I'm going to cross that off, and I'm going to move those 10 ones over the tens column. Okay, now since I did that, do I have any ones left? No, I have 0 ones left. Now look what I do down here in my vertical way. I have 4 plus 6, right? So since we added the 4 plus 6 together, there was no ones left, so I'm going to put a 0. But I added how many to the tens column? I added 1 disc to the tens column, so I'm going to put that 1 down here at the bottom. So now we have to focus on the tens column. We have to add those together. So we know this is 6 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have to count this last one, 9. So I have 9 tens in the tens column. So where do I put that 9? I put that 9 right below. I added the 6, the 2, and the 1 to make a 9. Okay, so there's 9, so I can put my 9 here. Now all that's left is you have to add the hundreds together. So you have 3 hundreds up here, 3 hundreds down here. Okay, we didn't have to add any from there. So we have 3 plus 3, which is 3 plus 3, which is 6. So all together, what is 364 plus 326? 690. Okay, awesome. All right, we're gonna do one more, I think. Time. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll just erase all of it. Okay, so this one will be 100. There's my tens. Okay. My place value. Okay, so here is the problem. We have, you ready for it? We have 400, okay, and 29 plus 344. Okay, making sure you're lining the ones up, the tens, and the hundreds. Okay, so we start with the first number. How many hundreds does that have in it? 420. Green does not really want to work today. 29. Okay, so we have 429 plus 300 and 40. 44. In our standard algorithm, we always what? Start with the ones, right? So we have 9 and 4. Well, I already know that's going to be more than 10. So I count my 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can exchange 10 ones for a 10. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to circle my 10. So here's 9, so I'm going to have to add one more. And so I have my 10 right there, so I'm going to cross those off because it's going to exchange, I'm going to exchange it for a 10. Okay, but this one's a little different than the last problem because the last problem there were no extra ones, but how many extra ones do I have? I have 3 extra ones, okay? So 9 plus 4, right, we got was 13, so of those 10, okay, we exchanged it. How many ones did I have left over? Well, we had 3 ones left, and I added 1, so I'm going to put my 1 down here. I added 1 10 to the tens column. So I can't forget to add that in my tens column. So in my tens column now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens in my tens column. And you can see that. You can add that up. 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 7. So we know that there are 7 tens in this new number that we're going to have. And then easy peasy, what's next? The hundreds column. We have 4 hundreds plus 3 hundreds. 4 plus 3, 7. So we know that we have 7 hundreds. 4 plus 3, 7 hundreds. And we're going to get the total of 773. Okay, awesome. So what you're going to do now is I am going to give you a few problems to work out on your own. Okay, so after I put the problems up, you can pause the video and you can grab a piece of paper, a whiteboard, whatever you choose, and you're going to fill out those problems, those answers. Okay, I want you to draw these first couple just to get into seeing how you're actually exchanging 10 ones for a 10. You might have to even exchange 10 tens for 100. Okay, all right. So I'll give you a couple, and here they are. First one, here we go. 627 plus 54. Okay. Notice I didn't have hundreds in this second number. Okay, it's just 54. That's our first one. We have our next one, which is going to be 243 plus 169. Actually, 66. Okay, and then a challenge one we can do over here. This is my challenge box. We can do 597 plus 385. That's 597 plus 385 is our challenge. Alrighty. We will see you tomorrow with another couple problems.